What is up, guys? This is EyeAtomic here, and welcome back to another video. Actually, this is my very first video of the channel. Now, a lot of you guys might be confused because, well, this isn't really my first video. But for all of my current subscribers, I left a comment pinned to the top of this video. If you guys want to go read that, it should explain everything. But for the rest of you, let's just hop right into the video. Today we're going to be going over 5 features that I think the Caves and Cliff update needs in Minecraft. So, we're going to jump right into the first thing, and that is copper. Now, in real life, copper is super conductive of electricity, and I think it'd be very cool if we added like a redstone component to copper, where basically it would act as redstone. So if we just flick this lever, as you can see, the lamp lights up. We can flick it again, and it turns off, just like redstone. Now, you may be asking, well, how would this be useful? Well, let's say you wanted to build a redstone stream going up. Currently in the game, there are a few methods you can do this, but the most popular are either a torch tower, as you can see, we do that, or you can do a slab tower, where if you flick it, it turns the lamp on, and with the slab tower, it's just, because they're not full blocks, you can do a zigzag pattern, and obviously these are just exchanging signals through the blocks. Now, both of these have downfalls though. For example, with this redstone torch tower, let's just say, let me grab some materials here. Let's just say that we have a lamp here, and we have, let me just grab a repeater real quickly, and we have another lamp right here. Now, as you can see, if I want both of these to turn on at the same time, but I don't want these lamps to change positions, you can't really do that. Like, there are some things that you can do, like if I wanted to do this, wabam. Like, there are some ways you can get around it, but it just takes up, or maybe not actually. What did we do here? We just broke the game. Hold up. Alright, so as I was saying, there are like some things and tricks you can do to get around it, but it's not super convenient, and there is going to be a delay, as you can see. And obviously with this slab tower, it just takes up a lot of space. But imagine only doing one straight easy line up. You flick the lever and boom, the light turns on. I just think that this would be super convenient. It might seem a little bit overpowered, but think of how expensive copper really is. So I think it's a perfect balance, honestly. For all those redstone mechanics out there, I think this would be a great feature, because conductive is super conductive, and we already see this ability in Minecraft in the form of the lightning rod. Mojang does understand that, you know, copper is very conductive. It's a very conductive material. And we even have the lightning rod, which conducts electricity. So I think it'd be very cool if it also conducted redstone currents. And this is just an example of how complex that you could get with this. Like, just imagine redstone streams looking like this. You could do so much if this was a feature. Now, moving on to the second thing, we're actually going to turn it to night. Now, I think that everybody has been saying this. Hello, Jerry. Now, people have been saying this ever since the glow squid came out. This is nothing new, but it would be nice if the glow squid actually glowed. Also, hello, Jerry. But yeah, as you can see, there is light emitting from the glow squid. Now, I do understand that Mojang they did say that they're having trouble with the ambient lighting, and it's probably not going to glow, and I completely understand that. You know, ambient lighting, it's probably going to be really hard to figure it out. And honestly, I don't think this is mandatory. Like, if we were to spawn this thing in a ocean or a lake, like, as you can see, the texture is super bright and vibrant. And if you were to look at this thing in an ocean, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So with that being said, it's kind of perfect how it is. I don't think it needs to glow, but it would be a nice touch because, you know, it's in the name, the glow squid. So, you know, if it glue, it would be nice. But let me just switch it back to day. Now, our third thing is actually going to have to do with strongholds in the deep dark. So let's just go down the deep dark here. We have this nice vine that's going to lead us. Now, currently, we don't actually know if the deep dark is going to be everything below Y0 or if it's going to be its own separate biome. But either way, I definitely think that strongholds need to be moved to the deep dark. Now, strongholds have been in the game forever. I think they're really outdated. And let's be real, if you really want to find a stronghold, all you have to do is get some Eyes of Ender and go find one. There's no real challenge in the way. And, like, honestly, the only thing hard about these strongholds are the fact that you have to find the portal room and they can kind of be mazes. But other than that, there's no real threat. Now, with the warden coming, guys, it's literally in the name, the warden. The warden should be guarding something. Now, maybe Mojang already has plans for this. I do believe there are going to be, like, different types of dungeons and stuff in the deep dark that has really good items. But I also think it would be cool if you could only find the stronghold in the deep dark, which would just add a whole other challenge to actually getting to the end game. Because, well, you're going to have to sneak by this guy. And also, it is undeniable that the color palettes between the Warden, Skulk, are the exact same as the one in the end, and are the exact same as the color palettes to the end frames, as well as the Eyes of Ender and Ender Pearls. Like, there's kind of two color schemes with the end. There's like your purple, and then you have like the dark bluish color. And honestly, I think that this would suit very well. As you can see, I also changed the bricks to the Grimstone bricks. And the portal here is like overgrown by the Skulk. It's kind of like the end. It's kind of like the end's like an infection. It's not supposed to be in the game, and it's spreading throughout the Minecraft world starting from the void. It's just starting from the void and working its way up through the Minecraft world. I think this is a very cool idea. I think strongholds should definitely be moved down to the deep dark. It would just add a whole new challenge to getting to the end game. Now, just moving up to the safe depths here of the overworld. This is a cool one. Now, in Minecraft 1.16, we've seen the introduction of netherite as an upgradable material. I think we definitely need another upgradable material. I believe Mojang said they're not going to add any more ores. But would one hurt? I mean, it's a Caves and Cliffs update, you know, a Caves update. We got to have at least one new, like, good ore. I know we got copper, but it would be nice. It would be nice, but I can only dream. But yeah, anyways, my idea is, if I grab this, the Grim Gemstone. So basically, you'd be able to find this. It'd be extremely rare, only in the deep depths, of course. In the Grimstone layer, maybe even just in the deep dark. And the Warden, again, could be guarding it. Also, I don't think you should ever find this thing exposed to air. I think it should be, like, really buried in your world, just to make it rare. Or it can be maybe in the chest that the Warden is guarding. Just, again, you know, to add some challenge to it. Now, if you smelt down this Grim Gemstone into a blast furnace, you will actually get a Grim Shard. Also, I did make the name Grim, just because, if you don't know, unfortunately, Mojang have changed the texture of the Grimstone. I mean, sorry, not the texture, the name of the Grimstone into Deep Slate. Personally, and I think a lot of people feel the same way, I really like the name Grimstone. I'm sure Deep Slate will grow on me, because honestly, I mean, I guess Deep Slate kind of makes sense. But I missed the name Grimstone, so I thought if I named this super rare upgradable ore into Grim, then it would just, you know, give it some link to that OG name. But plus, I think it works very well with the dark texture. Anyways, moving on, kind of like netherite, if you combine Grimstone, Grim Shards with emeralds inside of a crafting table, you will actually get... No? Is my thing not working? if you actually combine the Grim Shards with Emerald, you will actually get a Grim Gem. And this is actually going to be what you use to upgrade your tools. Now, I think that this is just a really cool recipe because you're combining the deepest of the deep ore with the highest of the high ore. Because if you don't know, emerald can only spawn in the mountains now. So emeralds are going to be something you find going high up into the world. And the Grim Gems are going to be something you have to find very, very low in the world. So I just think it's a cool link there. And if you actually hop into your smithing table, and if you combine a diamond sword with your Grim Gem, then you will get the Grim Sword. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I think that every dimension should have at least one upgradable material. Now that we have this brand new smithing table, it's a whole new concept added to the game, yet we only have one upgradable material. Now, all of these things can vary. Like, for example, this Grim Sword, it deals the exact same amount of damage as diamond, and it's actually not even, the durability isn't even as good as netherite. The durability is actually right in between diamond and netherite. So you may be thinking, well, why would you even upgrade just for slightly better durability when you can always upgrade to netherite? Well, I think it'd be cool if each of these upgradable materials had their own special feature. Now, for example, I didn't actually code this in because I wasn't sure how. But if we find a zombie, and if we just spawn a zombie, that's a zombie horse, but either way, it will work. I think it'd be really cool if when you hit a mob, it would inflict a brand new potion effect called Darkness, and maybe it would like slow you down slightly, and it'd kind of be like poison. It would slowly chip away at your health, and maybe your hearts could turn like this dark purpley color. So even though the durability is slightly lower than netherite, and it has the exact same attack damage, when you hit mobs, it will slowly degrade their health, which I think is super cool. If each sword had like kind of its own special, I mean, each upgradable material kind of had its own special ability. Like netherite, it's super tough. Your armor has knockback resistance. It deals more damage. It's just overall better in general. This Grim stuff, slightly better than diamond, but it will slowly degrade your health, and maybe the armor could make you immune to the darkness effect or something like that. And then, of course, the end, like, maybe they could add enderite to the end or something like that, and it would have its own ability, completely separate to those two. I just think, you know, it'd be cool if we had more upgradable materials. It would really give use to the smithing table, because so far we literally only have one upgradable material. And also, continuing with function from these tables, we're going to move on to my fifth idea, and that is grappling hooks. Now, maybe this doesn't sound super Minecrafty, but like, just think about it, you know? We're getting these insane caverns and these insane mountains that they just added to Bedrock, actually. And it just makes me think, how are we going to get around in these insane caverns and insane mountains? Like, I feel like if you could just pillar up, but I feel like that's going to get really old and super repetitive, and it's just going to make the new caves that they want to be a spectacle look like a mess of dirt towers. So yeah, I think that a grappling hook would be very, very useful in this new update. And you can just craft it by grabbing a crossbow, a lead, and a pickaxe. We'll just pop this in our crafting table. And boom, we get a grappling hook. Now, just as a test, let's say we're in the dripstone caves here, and we have some diamond ore up there, and we want to get up. Just shoot our grappling hook. Now, obviously, it would be a lot smoother than this. I just made it so this will kind of teleport you up. And as you can see, the hook is actually still in the rock. So obviously Mojang would make this super clean. Like, the hook goes into the rock, the rope or the lead pulls you up, and then boom, you're up. I just think that this is just a must-have for this update. It's going to make navigating so much fun. Just words can't describe, you know? I feel like it's just going to be so boring. Dirt pillaring up around the new caves, making dirt bridges to get to the other side of the cave. This could just be like an early game alternative to the Elytra, I think. I think it just, you know, it adds balance to the game, you know? Honestly, I can see this not being impossible. You know, I think that this could be a very real possibility. Fingers crossed. I mean, I think it'd be a cool feature, but anyways, this wraps up my very first video. So yeah, let me know what you think, and if you guys have any ideas for our channel, definitely let me know. I kind of want to do a lot of mod reviews and more concepts like this. I think it'd be really fun. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, definitely make sure you smash the like button if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you can, it would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.